An important announcement, my code DANNYV1 is not working anymore, so if you want to keep benefiting from the 15% bonus on all of your Pokeland recharges, use the code Pokeland with capital letters on your Aptoide wallet. Also, on the day 12 of this month, Aptoide will have an extra bonus of 10%. This means that if you use my code Pokeland on your Aptoide wallet, you can benefit for a minimum of 25% bonus on your Pokeland recharges. Every dollar that we can save matters. Enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, and finally we are able to do this video. Look at this look at this beast. Amazing, beautiful. Okay, we are making a video about Eternatus. Now, we got leaks from the Vietnamese version. We already had it confirmed that the Vietnamese will have an update on the day 10, I believe, which is the next Monday. Next Monday, Vietnamese version will have an update with the next version with a new Pokemon Eternatus. We do not know yet if this Pokemon will have a held item. We do not know if there will be any new game modes. We don't know anything else. We just know about the leaks of the Pokemon itself. But either way, special thanks to the players Tropic and VIP Zero God from our Discord that shared a bunch of leaks with our community. With that included every single ability of the Pokemon itself. So in this video, we are going to take a look at all the skills, all the passives, and just think about like if this Pokemon has a place in the meta. Well, I gotta warn you guys, yes it does. I'm going to read the ability 2 as the last ability. We are going to start with the passive first. Now these are translations performed by me with the help of online tools, so obviously the English will not be perfect, but it's good enough for us to understand. Let's start with passive Eternimax. Now, Eternatus, every time that it will move, it will increase 100% skill power and 50% defenses. We don't know, I have a feeling that this will be for every single Pokemon type. So it will be a weather buffer that it will give all of the skill power and defenses to all of the Pokemon. But at the same time, having 90% damage reduction against counter damage, which is restriction damage reduction. And apparently, every time it's Eternatus turns, it also increases all the restriction damage of your whole team by 100%. That's what I'm assuming. Dumb and crit in Vietnamese is physical attack and special attack, so when it's your turn, increases your physical attack and special attack by 30%, and also restriction damage increased by 30%. If there's any Pokemon that dies in battle, all the skill cooldowns should be cleared. Now, this is a passive that should be a reference to a Pokemon that we already know, which is Ultra Necrozma. If we take a look at this passive, it's literally almost the same. We have like the weather buff over here, skill power, defenses. The only thing that changes is like, it's some details. For example, he reduces the damage received from Ice type, Dragon type, and Fairy type skills by 90%, and on the Eternatus should be restriction damage reduction by 90%. Now, must let you guys know that this was not working at all for Ultra Necrozma. Like this 90%, it feels like it doesn't exist a 90% damage reduction. So I'm a little bit afraid that the same will happen with Eternatus. We just have to wait and see. Let's go to ability number 1, because Eternatus, as you can see over here, everything is a golden ability. He has everything of golden abilities of his own, so we need to take a look at that. Ability number 1, during battle, at the start of each of Eternatus' turn, it will dispel all the enemy flash effects. Very simple and easy to understand, and feels like very much like Overlord Rayquaza's ability. Now, we jump from ability 1 to ability 3 because I don't want to spoil the surprise too much, okay? It was literally the same order that I was translating. Like, ability 2 was the very last ability that I translated, and it was the one that blew my mind. So I don't want to spoil the surprise too much. Now, Puzzle Max, we have ability 3. In battle, when your HP is lower than 50%, it will increase your own action power. This means that if you go below 50% HP, well, you will move. It's your turn to attack, and your attacks will absorb 50% of damage converting on HP, lasting in 1 turn. Skills will... The only reason why I skipped all of that is because if you guys want to read in proper English, it's literally a copy-paste of this skill. Like, if I go back, it's literally the same. You guys can pause the video, take a look at both translations, both descriptions, It is literally the same. Now, ability 4, aka Dream ability. At the beginning of each round, skill power is permanently increased by 25%, and speed permanently increased by 15%, stacking up to 6 times. This also gives us a little bit of vibes of Sword's passive, but Sword passive is not that OP. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is this removable? Because, okay, it can stack up to 6 times, but it does not say anywhere that this buff is not removable. So, if you can stack all of these stats and then they are removed by Volcanion support or something like that, it's not the best thing that you want to deal with. And now we have a Dynamax skill. The Dynamax skill is pretty much similar to the skill that we have over here on Dynamax Corviknight, which increases all the Pokemon's physical and special attack by 25% for 2 rounds. This effect cannot be dispelled or absorbed, and gets a 40% extra rage and can move again after using. The only difference over here, it says that the enemy cannot increase any of the physical, special attack, or physical or special defense. So basically, it's blocking the enemy of increasing any kind of buffs that would increase those stats. And okay, I think it's time, let's go to the ability 2. When fighting, can enjoy the passive skill and effects of the Sword King and Shield King. The effects that change attributes and extra skills and wearing props have no effect. So in other words, Ultra Necrozma has a similar thing, which is if you are playing Ultra Necrozma with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can enjoy all the passive skills and abilities of Duskmane Necrozma and Downwings Necrozma, which is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But you cannot enjoy anything related to held item buffs, and you have to play with them on your team. So what this means is that Eternatus will benefit a lot from being played in the same team as Sword and Shield, which, not gonna lie, I have mixed feelings about. The main goal of having a freaking new Pokemon is to counter the meta, not to join the meta. So instead of having Sword and Shield with Melmetal, you probably have Sword and Shield with Eternatus. But wait, even though according to all of that second ability, we can basically just ignore that second ability, I believe that we will have a possibility to play Eternatus with Latias and Latias simply. For those who already play Pokeland for a very long time, you guys already know that the passives and abilities are literally the key thing in a Pokemon's success. And we could take a look at the skills in this video, but I personally don't think that they are as important. Let me just tell you what they do, because I translate them like very quickly, and sadly I got a little bit disappointed because I don't see like many extra effects besides some probably crit damage and all of that. The ultimate is a skill that is dragon type. The only very important thing to note is that this will be a Pokemon that uses both types of attacks, and that is something freaking amazing. So the ultimate single target 100 skill power uses both attacks. Then we have Dragon Pulse infinity type damage using both types of skills with extra crit, whatever, and basically every skill says that ignores like Pokemons that are flying, diving, etc. Then we have the Cross Poison, which is also infinity type skill, and it's also group move together with the Dragon Pulse, by the way. So group move 60 skill power, also infinity type. And finally we have Eterna Beam, infinity type, also 50 skill power, but this time single target. I'm a little bit confused of why this one over here is group and 60 skill power, and this one is single and 50 skill power. I'm a little bit confused, not gonna lie. But this one, Eterna Beam, it actually seems to have an extra effect, which is sealing the enemy. And basically sealing the enemy, it means that the enemy cannot use the ultimate skill, so it would be a very interesting thing to have on Eternatus. And that is pretty much it that I have to tell you guys for this video. Maybe we will theory craft later on stream, so show up if you are interested, but only on Monday is when we will have a new update on the Vietnamese version, so only on Monday we know for sure if this Pokemon has a little bit more to offer or not. And I can tell you guys that so far I'm actually quite happy, even if it is a Pokemon that is a copy-paste of multiple skills. This might be one of those Pokemon in a very long time that can actually be part of the top meta. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video.